I think about it. Or bring out dad's name, but they'd be like Mr. Steve, or my boss's name, Mr. Paul, or Mr. Erbacher, or Lauren. And it's like weird when they bring up female names. They go like Marianne, or they go like Nora, or they go like Lauren. It's like fucking stupid. Like they're trying to catch you on something. Like, ha, you didn't know that I knew that you thought that. Now I'm putting it back in your face. How do you feel? And then someone else is with them like, yeah, I agree with you. And the next option like some fucking gangbang shit, like just fucking like weird. I'm just over it. Before it was like annoying, like it would like fuck up my breath. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know how like your heart rate and your breath reflects like your mind, your state of mind that you're in. So I'd be chilling, doing my thing, not hurting anybody, not thinking no weird, fucked up shit. Where it's like, oh, we need to get in his mind so we know what he's thinking. He's a bad person. And first of all, no one should be doing that anyways. I thought only people who do that is the government doing that shit. And evil ass demons. But anyways, I didn't know people actually do this, but now I see why, kinda, because of their condition, but it's not an excuse. I'm joining. But it's not a fucking excuse. And I'm just fucking sick of it, so they talk like, we're never gonna leave you alone, blah 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 blah. I'm sick of it, bro. It's a whole resolution already, bro. When the weather was hot last year, now it's hot again. It's going into summer. I'm sick. I'm done with it, bro. My girlfriend, she died. Yes, she was older. She died of overdose. Still talking shit. Got into a couple fights. Still talking shit. You know what I mean? I kept my calm. I could have blown the fuck up and really killed people, bro. Without God, that would not have. It wouldn't have went the same way. So, I'm not ashamed of that. But this level of disrespect is literally unprecedented, bro. Every fucking facet of privacy invaded. Every single thought captivated, manipulated, influenced by who? Pedophiles, degenerates, scum, crackheads, dope heads, lowlifes, niggas that don't go outside and touch grass. You feel me? And they fucking capitalize and get kicks and laughs out of fucking people not believing me when I tell them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like I'm done trying to do like the cry for help shit, because it just looks wrong, because there's so many fucking liars out there who romanticize illnesses and shit. And this is not even that. You know? I already had, dealt with that shit, with real illnesses that I dealt with from shit. This is just straight up fucking attack. I'm not saying it's as deep as gang stalking or like government gaslighting, but it is gaslighting.
Yeah.
From like, it's like a different level of it. So like, in a way, I appreciate it, because it's teaching me a lot. So maybe it's preparing me for something. Whatever though. But yeah, it's time for me to take it more seriously instead of just sleeping on it every day. You know? But it had to be like this. Initially I wanted to go over there and, do this and that. I don't even want to speak on the shit.
Yeah.
But impulsive action, where nothing throughout the day is really worth reacting like that, because you lose everything. And these are people who already believe they can't lose anything anymore. But they're like feeding off of my fucking well-being and contentness and harmony and whatever. I don't know, it's deep, bro. They just find more reasons, pile shit on it, find more reasons and pile shit on it. You know what I mean? The longer I let it stay around. But it's like it had to be this way for my own, evolution. I had to take, like, do you know what I'm saying? It had to be this way. It had to take this amount of time for my own like evolving.
Yeah.
I'm joining now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry man, I get on the rant with that shit.
I think we all go at our own pace.
Yeah.
And not only that, we're all on a different road anyway.
Yeah. Dude, God fucking scares me, like the real one. Like seriously. Like, nothing happens in the world without his, like, fucking clearance or fucking will, basically. And it's fucking scary because we can't understand that mind. Like, it's fucking massive. We're not part of that anymore. I mean, we are, but we're just not in tune, you know? So, more than anything, that shit scares me. So it's like, it pisses me off when people think they can get away with shit like this, like disrespectful. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's kind of like taunting. Like the devil in them taunts the devil in you. So it's like, they're doing it, so I can do it, and I know I can do it better. And I know when I do it, I have more power than you. And I can destroy your whole shit overnight. You feel me? But what happens to my soul? You feel me? What kind of karma do I get while I'm on Earth? And then what happens to me after Earth? You feel me? It's like not worth it, dude. And I could clearly see something's like after me. And it waits for like the right time when you're like, the less people you love are around you, it tries to sneak in. You know? But the less you forget about the truth in certain keywords, like the one I mentioned earlier, the name, you get further away from that, you're good. You're good in life. You'll still have problems because someone's calling you back, but it's like, it's not going to be the same level of shit. It's just going to be by what you understand the world in already. You know what I mean? Like ways of the world. You're not going to hear about this weird shit happening to me. This only happens to people who fucking believe in something and stand for something. You know, but are not perfect. They're in the process of their own learning. And the empty people get used up by the fucking snake like puppets and try to attack people like, I don't like to say people like me, but just like, you know, as long as you're just trying to like live your life, learned your lessons from your shitty human mistakes in the past, people try to, you know, you gotta change.
Yeah. I think,
And people don't like that because they're like, oh, he used to do this. He's not that. He's just an actor. He's just fake. He's just this. But really, I'm one of the most sincere and genuine people. I put aside the ego. I admit my wrongdoings. I acknowledge them. Work on them. They're mad because of that. That's really what they're mad about, because they don't have that, so they have to attack it. And if they can put it down, they feel like they're stronger. Like they weaken something higher than them. Then they feel like it's worth it. Like the misery loves company, bro. I'm fucking sick of it, dude. 12 months, bro. Listening to these people complain about how they don't want to live. And fucking making false accusations against me that they're most likely guilty of. What's that called? Fucking projecting and shit. Flip-flopping. They used to say spiritual shit has nothing to do with it. Now they say spiritual shit has a lot to do with it. Like, it's just, I don't even want to fucking repeat it anymore, bro. It's just fucking sick. Like,
we don't have to talk about this.
yeah, but no, I just want to paint a picture for you, so. This is the level of shit.
A lot of what I read in books from Carl Gustav Jung. A lot of new ideas that really shocked me and changed the way I look at the stuff too, like the devil and whatnot.
Yeah.
And it's not as frustrating anymore, I guess.
I agree. There's a consciousness, though, that is against the energy of love and creation. And it's basically the opposite. It's like the anti-God. So, that is a real thing. He acknowledged that, bro. He had visions of it in his own way because, bro, we had the pieces of both. We are both halves. That's what the shit is about, that we're on Earth. Remember? The whole Adam and Eve shit. All that bullshit. The wheats and the tear, the bloodlines. You know, the peoples of the earth. It's all real, serious. Young still died, though. As a man. You know what I mean? Pretty sure there's only one guy who died and came back, and it wasn't Jesus. So.
I forgot how to play this too.
Like, seriously. The knowledge of man can only take us so far. But everything is like taken, hidden. So much shit stolen. We gotta find it. It's there. They have the internet, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh shit.
Am I down?
I'm dead.
Oh,
now you are. You look just, it looks just like your Neo guy.
Yeah.
Let's go stealth, man. Let's go stealth.
Yeah, I tried to. But, screwed up.
I think if you aim and left on D-pad, you got a silencer.
Okay. Well, if you do end up giving those audiobooks a shot.
Yeah, yo, you see that's crazy? You mentioned audiobooks and I say all that. The fuck is wrong with me? But see, you fucking, you're not like rude enough to stop me. But even if you were, it's not rude. Like most people just don't do that. But I need to change my password and then get that.
Yeah.
How many is it? 2? 3?
I think there's 2 audiobooks and then a YouTube one. I might be wrong. If not, I can just resend it.
Okay.
But if you do end up doing that, just try not to, like when you hear certain ideas that are like, they sound strange.
That I disagree with, and it's like, what the fuck is this? I know.
You might need the context of those to understand what he's going to say later.
Yeah.
You never know.
I know. I'm aware.
Okay.
I still have some of his books here. I haven't read them yet.
You have that Memories, Dreams,
Yeah, dude, I got fucking Carl Jung, Memories, Dreams, Reflection. Got Carl Jung on evil. Got Carl Jung on Christianity. Got Carl Jung on death and immortality. Yeah. I stole them from the library.
Oh, really?
Steal from your libraries before they burn it and change it on the internet like they did many times before. It's like, nah.
Sounds like Sam Hyde or something.
Oh man.
Someone's
Yeah, man. So I heard that he's a Mason now or something. He joined Masons. That's funny, because if you look, his content is a lot different. But they said it's not the same anymore. Like younger Masons are not the same as the ones back then. It's more like a boys' club, like a fraternity shit, to be cool and boost your business.
White said that all those Masons about the conspiracy stuff, that's like clandestine Masons.
Yeah, but guess what? It's basically just hell's full, bro. They don't need any more guys. No, seriously, they don't need any more guys. Like, they're already in, pretty much. What are you gonna do? You wanna become a 33rd degree Mason? You're gonna have to do a lot of shit. It's more than just drinking in the tavern downstairs and having banquets for the community, and I need not say more. It's like, no, I'm just kidding, but fucking, like people being pieces of shit thinking that they're getting away with it in the spiritual realm. This entity promised me something in the after realm. This isn't Egypt anymore, bro. Like, you can't become a demon king. You're just gonna be subject to demons. You're gonna do everything they want. They're gonna give you some little bit of power on Earth. It's gonna go wrong. Then you're gonna get fucking tortured under this guy that you served on Earth. Then you can serve him in hell too. Whatever hell is. Same with the Masons, bro. They're already filled up. I feel like it's already set. It's like a filter, but it's like a deep filter. It's all fucking squared away and shit, like fucking.
Yeah. I think the guy got buzzers.
Yeah. Turn my fucking yeah, man.
But I don't know. I mean, it's very. It's hard to be very sure about all this.
That's because the cutoff was free will and the taste of sin, which was the bite of the apple, which is the knowledge of good and evil, which is basically, like you say, you know, self-explanatory. Good is God, creation, love. Evil is regression, destruction, confusion, the opposite of that. Darkness, no love, and everything that's like synonymous with that, like fucking misery, agony, etc., etc., fear, all that shit, especially fear. So understanding of that, which wasn't really meant for us, we already knew it before, we just didn't see it the way we see now. Now we're seeing it as part God's image and part beast image animal. Feel me? Split. So that's why it's hard to be sure, because you're still following that. It's going back to the knowing, the I am. And yeah, that's the whole thing that I'm not finished on either. It's in the subconscious. We don't never stop knowing, but we have to keep going. We don't never stop not knowing, I guess. And I mean, I don't know. It's you know what I'm saying? Profound shit. We know, we just forgot. It's like there, like in our head. Like we might use a percentage of the brain, but it's still the brain.
Yeah.
Even though it's not, because our brains were fucking hijacked too, and DNA was scrambled. Fucking yeah.
Got my DNA test, by the way.
You did?
Yeah, like the CC ancestry.
Dude, what did it say? How much native?
Sent it to you. It didn't say me, actually.
No? They're not gonna say, anyways. Pieces of shit. Because you know if they say, that's like fucking basically checks in the mail. Like if they say they're either gonna come after you, trying to convert you, or they're just gonna steal it from you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I heard things like that, like 23andMe, fucking Ancestry. They're owned by like Mormons, or what was it? So yeah, and they work with CRISPR. Remember CRISPR? They make babies, test tube babies. Oh, I'm black and I'm black. I want my baby to have blue eyes. Change the genetic code like a fucking iPhone user interface. Yeah, CRISPR also created the vaccines. It was made with CRISPR technology it was made with the same technology that was discovered by CRISPR. So in other words, if CRISPR wasn't made, we might not have that vaccine, which was already made before they even announced COVID to the world and quarantine was declared. It was already there. So that whole thing of like, oh, they made this vaccine fast, was part of the political theater and psyop on the fucking world. That's another reason for an excuse to have multiple corporations, like companies, fucking around, making shit like Johnson and Johnson, baby oil. Like, I'm sorry, dude. That's just fucking stupid. I'm not gonna inject that shit, huh?
Did you get the picture?
Oh yeah. I mean, that's just like, just look at the name, bro. If Coca-Cola had a vaccination, would you fucking, like, like, it's funny how people were talking shit about the fucking Lysol shit, but then they'll get fucking injected with, oh man. But it's because of fear, bro. And that's why. The only way you can get controlled is because you forget to know. So it's like a process of unlearning and like remembering, not relearning. Because you don't have to be taught, you're already taught. We used to get taught from fucking nature and knowledge. Nigerian, West African, Somali, North African, Central African. That's a lot of Africans. What else? English, North and West European. What's Sierra Leone?
That's also in Africa, or in that area.
Wow. I don't believe it though, bro. There's so much not there. Fuck. You don't think they cut out some stuff?
No, not really.
No?
I mean, the stuff that I heard about us being related to Native Americans just from like a mom or something like that.
But do you know that was the other way too. We got information from nature, the earth, and by word of mouth, by ancestors. But that was cut off a long time ago.
But I don't think there's really like a need to have their ancestry to be like free or anything like that. You know?
Yeah. That's part of your graft, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a big deal, man. It's a big deal. Maybe when you have your ceremony with ayahuasca, you see more about that.
Oh yeah, maybe I'll see some ancestors.
I mean, like, literally, bro, they had they would kill a village, kill all the men, most likely kill the women. The part about impregnating the women was just like not really true. They would just fuck them and then kill them. It would be rare. If you had a baby, you had to be a special person to have the baby live. And then all the kids that were alive, they would group up and take them to a different place, educate them in a certain way. You feel me?
Like who is
dude, bro. Yeah, that's the question. You could say they, them, you could name people, but that's what I'm still learning. Like, it's all throughout history. It's like the who is like mysterious. That's the enigma. But it's always the victims that are kind of like, you can find that information easier for some reason. It takes digging, but it's usually like, as you know, people with melanin, ethnic races, fucking indigenous tribes, natives. Fucking, what do you want to call it? Blacks, original Israelites, etc. All that fucking shit. The standard human that used to come before with the gold in the DNA, absorbing information from the sun. You know, all that extra shit. Standard human. Okay, I'm not talking about like superhuman. That's like another thing. But like, shit. Fucking, basically, recently, that I didn't look into it that much, but it was like a school. They just got eradicated overnight. A bunch of kids in Canada. A whole classroom. No. I'll send you a link if I can, but you could look up like native children, just like basically like terminated or whatever in Canada. And they recently like found out about it, but they didn't. They just fucking leaking it now. They're just talking about it now. It's fucking. They already knew. Somebody fucking knew already. I'm saying the shit that they don't tell you. It's like you already know the details, devil, all that shit. It's real. That's where all the credit and credence is, bro. The blood. It's a big deal. It's a big fucking deal. But we all have the fucking... There's no more fucking pures anymore, like, you know? No one is pure. Like, everyone is mixed with something. And especially that thing, the strain of whatever it is, or the alien DNA. It's like dormant. You know?
I don't know. I mean, a lot of this is like so obscure.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not, bro. Yeah, no, I'm not dwelling on it. I'm just saying the information's coming out. You can see it. Like, especially with the stuff you're into. It's connected. Everything, it's all connected, is what I'm saying. They're gonna try to control leak it, like they can't stop the leak. They're just doing the maintenance of the leak, like the cleanup and like pouring the water in a certain way so it looks like it came from here. You know what I'm saying? Like controlling the flow of.
The report says that they still just don't know much about it. It's very somebody knew about what the report said.
Who?
I think it was a headline or something.
The report about what?
The UFOs.
Oh. They're calling them fucking UAPs now. Unidentified aerial phenomenon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's coming, bro. They've been talking about it for a while. All these people fucking channeling demons. Some of them channeling ETs, which are some of the fallen ones. Some of them are the whatever. I don't know where I stand on that, but it's real. Pleiadians, fucking people who worship Odin or serve Odin in Antarctica, or like a different district. It's just real, bro. This shit's out there. The Nazis. They just science fictionalized it. Nah, it's connected, bro. It's connected. They talk about the same shit, bro.
Where did this guy's come from?
Ah, the ghost. I wasn't paying attention. Fucking hell. But, yeah, fucking, people used to get insights, bro. Yeah. Check this, man. They used to fucking, execute children, which are, you know, the innocence and the future of humanity, the lifeblood, right? So they would kill them, take ayahuasca and shit like that, mix different psychedelics to achieve higher states, and they would see demonic entities come through a portal. Because when you engage in an atrocity like that, right, like a child sacrifice, you basically create an energy that is like sharks in the water smelling blood, you feel me? But that's like the best kind, like it's like a big pool of it, so they just come, all these fucking things come up like from the dead, like hungry. And so these fucking ancient evil shamans, the evil ones that were misguided by the fallen gods, which we know who those are, right?
I think I might.
Yeah. So it basically pulls in them, and then the people who are high as shit only were the shamans. They can only be the ones high as shit, because it pierces the veil. It rips the veil off from your eyes. It drops the scales off forcefully, you feel me? Right? Usually that would only happen when you're touched by God. Feel me? which is basically a lower version of yourself. You just tapping into, like, peeling off the matrix, like the you know what I'm saying, that 3D reality, seeing through the veil, all that bullshit, the scales, seeing through the digits, and like understanding the terminal of the computer type shit, you know what I mean, seeing like the developer code and all that shit.
Yeah.
So anyway, these weird entities would come up when you do shit like that, and basically they would make a trade, and their trade was blood of the future, for the future. So to these people, they don't know how much it meant to them. All they wanted was what they wanted at that time. But these things, they're basically eternal. They're disembodied spirits wandering the earth, beyond the light spectrum visible to the human retina. So yeah, shit like that. They used to do that, and then they would get ideas for like basically fallen technology. So like the technology of angels back when Lucifer was in heaven, and when they fell from heaven, they came down with the same exact shit that they had when they were in heaven, except their beautiful form. So they could no longer bring glory to the guy who created them, because they no longer served the guy who created them. So they became demonic entities, but they still had all the knowledge of all the shit, like the light ships, which are basically UFOs, and that's what we see today. So when he got kicked out, God refurbished heaven and like did everything new. Because what does he do? He like makes everything new. That's what he does, right? So he just basically was like, here, you think that's the best shit? You were the top angels, whatever. You disagree, you get, you know, basically per se like that. Keep that stuff. I got something new up here. Maybe you'll see it later, like the glory of it later. So it's like they had all the knowledge in them, and they came down, had to like fucking reincarnate, you know, fucking mingle and seed with fucking animals and beasts. But they knew how shit worked. They knew how to make shit fly without an engine, and like, you know, time travel, how to alter DNA. They knew the ins and outs, because they literally helped the creator who created the original Homo sapien human species create. Like, that's how he did it. He didn't just take all the credit for himself. He made you to do this and made you to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're made to do this. You're made to create humans. You know how to create humans. You know how to create humans with other species, and etc, etc. So that's what fucking happened, dude. Like the tip of the fucking iceberg, bro.
Oh, wow. Sorry.
What's up? Watch your six, though. Yeah. Yeah. It's good to be aware of the portals of when you peel that shit off your face. Yeah, you don't want any fucking influences. Make sure you're guarded before you take that shield down. So it's something like, when you do shit like that, bro, you release God's protection over you. So it's like everyone's like kind of born into fuck shit, born into sin, born into a crying woman, bleeding from a vacuum, a void, a womb that was warm, into a physical reality, screaming in pain. Then you get your shit cut, your feeding tube, whatever, right? Etc, etc. Born into sin, into the flesh, right? The pain, literally born into it. But by the grace or whatever, you see how the words get like fucked? It sounds all corny, like fucking Kenneth Copeland, or like some fucking fake ass fucking pedophile, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They use the words, but the original words still carry that energy. We just don't know them, because we're, you know, we are the other hybrids. But like fucking, it's by the grace of God, basically we came with protection over us already when we didn't deserve it. I mean, we deserve it, but I mean, just look at what's happening. So Yeah, the only way to take it away is shit like that. Yeah. Kind of fucked up the system. Like, we used to pass down good shit to help our younger generations, you know? Get through the life puzzle. But they switched that up, and now the only shit that is more commonly passed down is like witchcraft and like familiar spirits and channeling and evil shit. Which, like, it gets, yeah, it gets misconstrued because it's not wrong in itself. But like you said, yeah, you need the wisdom teacher.
So you would take all the plants himself and learn them.
They got taken out, man. Like, shamans could have fucking took out the conquistadors or whatever, the fucking guys in the fucking iron with fucking magic, bro. But I think through one, it's like their spiritual journeys, they were told, like, it has to be this way. This is necessary. Unnecessary pain, you know? Since they're so high up, they were separated from the physical, so it probably looked like they just, like, voluntarily got their shit cut, you know? Like a pussy, as the people say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was probably something deeper than that. Now it's like the foolishness is taking the place of the original, as if it was its own name. So it's like they're shamans now, there aren't shamans. They're just possessed by something, I don't know. I don't know what you want to call it. You know what I mean? Because the names just it creates more division depending on what language you are and like where you stand and all this shit. So it's just like, that's not even the point, but it is the point because it's sharp. It's like, no, let me chill. All right, now I can play the game. Yeah, all right, major focus now. I'm in. Let's go, bro.
Anything you want to do on here?
Find a helicopter. We need to do a mission, yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
There's a motorcycle over here. If I find a chopper for that. Like, get out of here.
Yeah. Okay.
One of the things, the ideas, the concepts with Young was confronting the devil in you.
Exactly.
Like compulsively resisting, but confronting and accepting that part of yourself. Oh, can you not drive this?
I can't hop on there. Yeah, confronting the devil within, yeah. Exactly what it is. It's reversed, you know? You know?
What do you mean?
Fighting other people.
Oh,
but it's really yourself.
Yeah.
And it's even personally and like generally, nationally and worldwide, like on a scale, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking... It's crazy. So we have to look at it up, like from the bottom of the pyramid, and that's hard as shit. Just like, it becomes tunnel vision, which you would think it becomes like more focused, but instead it becomes more congested and like enclosed and like claustrophobic and like dark, you know what I mean? So you have to like hack it with the original connection. That's the only way to hack. That's the real hacker, the real one. So that creator, he's the only one who knows the real code of everything. He will teach you how to hack it. You already know how to hack it. You just forget.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm not perfect. I don't know everything, but this is, you have to look at it from top down again. And the whole way we've been taught how to look at things is inverted of the original. You know what I mean? Like we have glasses on. Like, you know, you've heard it from fucking Watts and McKenna and shit in different ways, though.
Yeah.
Like it's the looking glass Like, fucking, you know, they say, like, everything's upside down, your brain corrects it or some shit. Like, there's a whole process there, and it's already written in our DNA through how our fucking biology works. But it's encoded. Fucking crazy. It's not really about understanding all of it, it's just like the awareness of like how it is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Think you'd ever take ayahuasca?
Yeah. Definitely. But not when I'm dealing with these voices though.
Yeah.
That just is asking. You know? Yeah. 'Cause if someone's already in your head, a group of people, and they already got used to influencing you and manipulating you, you do something like that, you're just like really fucking open to influence, like, don't you think? Or do you think maybe you'll break through and like leave your physical body, you wouldn't even be hearing it? But then how could you say? Because I really don't know, because it's not like real people talking, it's like some type of subversive tactic, like it's basically telepathy. It's basically like not like voice to skull as like technology, I don't think, I hope not. I think it's more of an organic thing. I think it's like minds channeling to a mind. Not just one, it's not two, I think it's four. It's four, but before they used to switch up the voices because I had no idea what it was coming from. So I would be susceptible to manipulation. And my own perspective on it, like me hearing it and me thinking about what I'm hearing, influenced the image of what I got in my mind of who these people are, and it was way off in the beginning, and it got corrected slowly over time, because I'm not a retard. They are. That's why they do it. I mean, I know government does this shit too. For something, I don't know what though. I mean, dude, bro, if people like this can do it, other people are doing it, and they're using it for something. So, I mean, you already know about remote viewing and shit like that. There's a lot out there. So, and you know what's weird, bro? Sometimes I feel like another thing or another person is like listening sometimes. Like not just me. I know God is there, always present, obviously. And then there's times where you feel like the love, or what you would call the Holy Spirit and shit like that, where you get inspired. But it's true, it's not like cocky, like, oh, condescending and like scolding people and chastising. It's not like that. You'll know when it's there, but like, I can't always keep it for too long because I'm not, I don't know if the word is worthy or not, but like the vessel and the minds, the thoughts in my minds and my lifestyle isn't perfect enough to be receptive to that, you feel me, that energy, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, there's something else that's like, okay, so it's like me and this group of people collectively attacking me, trying to manipulate me, right? But every now and then I get like a fucking feeling of like someone else or something else that just tapped in and was listening, or like if someone like turned into the frequency, and but they're not saying anything, or like at least not anything I can hear. So I don't know if it's like people on their end that is listening to them, or just something else, like a whole, like not a third party, because they are the third party, but like a fourth party, bro. Like just checking on, like, okay, we see these people are doing this here, we're staying neutral on this situation, but we're just dropping in to see what they're talking about to make sure it's not like a plan on fucking like a classified thing, or like a fucking terrorist attack, or like a fucking spy attack from another country, you know what I mean? But that's just my perspective on what that presence is. I don't really know. It could be a fucking entity, or it could be like a fucking agent. I don't know. What was your question though, bro?
When's the last time you've been out of the city?
I think a couple weeks ago. I still hear it when I go. I went to a township like 20 miles away, still hear it. Went to
nature.
Dude, I haven't. I need to go there. That I brought up like thoughts stealing earlier because I've been planning to do that in my weekend, my Friday, to go there into nature, and yeah, that is exactly where I was thinking, bro. That's exactly what I was thinking. And I was planning to do that, and then I just like one thing after another, it slips my mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like blocked for like you bring it up and like I can't think it. It's like you bring it up and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I was planning to do that. I forgot. Yeah, it's fucking weird, bro. Like it almost happened. Yeah, true. But like right now, it's like me understanding what is the part that I'm doing to myself based on what they're doing. And like how much of what they're doing am I allowing to have a control or influence? It's not really control, it's the illusion of control over me. It's basically influence and shit. You know, cause like the type of person I am, I oftentimes consider the other person's opinion, even though I might directly oppose it, even though if it's straight up just straight untrue, you know. I'll consider it to try to understand being in their shoes, like their point of view. And I've just always done that for years, so like these people take advantage on that, like they capitalize, you know. So the fact that I consider shit, they use it like, oh, he agrees with it, and then the next one hops in, they just pile onto that and pile onto that and pile onto that. And like if you're not careful, you'll end up believing a whole lie that you know isn't true. But you just somehow accept it because you're hearing it every day hammered into your head and your head. And I realize that's not me to fall in and comply with that shit. You know, because they're just fucking fools in the house all day. You know, if I wouldn't do that for a government, like fucking with my head like this, I'm not doing that for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
You see yourself getting out of there at all?
Definitely. Yeah, I will. I stop fucking around.
I mean, this stuff just drags you down.
Yeah. I know. That's what I have to do. I have to deal with that. It's fucking 11 months. Too much, bro. For me to just sit by. You know, initially it was just go directly to the cause and eliminate them, eliminate the issue, solve the problem. But that's kind of like, we don't live in those days anymore. Exactly. It's funny how it works. They're guilty, they point at me, accuse me of shit they're guilty of. They're so guilty that they keep accusing me of the shit, even though that they know that I know that I am not guilty of the shit that they accuse me of. Only they are, but they still do it. And they say like, it's already over for me, so it doesn't matter. Or they say it's already too late. They say, this is what they say, my life's already over. That's what they say. So it's like funny how when you do that, you basically are, it's basically like a subconscious way of begging to be punished. Like you're begging someone to get what you deserve. You don't even realize it yet. And it's crazy. It's like, wow. You think anyone whose life isn't over, like you're just gonna sit around and just deal with this shit for 11 months every day? Every waking hour, from the moment you wake up to the moment you sleep, shower, everything. You wake up in the middle of the night, you hear this shit. Same ignorant shit. It's like, I really did think I was going crazy at first, because I'm like, how can any human being, let alone a group, be waiting right there like wolves at the gate when I wake up in the middle of the night just like, you hear him? You hear him? You hear him? You hear him? And then they just start talking. It's like when they say that, it's like they're trying to connect or something. It's like you have to not focus on it to tune in, but it's like they have no life, so it's like they're literally like how we're looking at the TV. I'm the TV, and they're not doing anything except sitting in a room, focusing on it all day, not sleeping, off the shits. And it's just kind of scary, like how desperate people get like that when they don't have anything, like in their life, like they're empty, you know. I'm not talking about like material possessions, but maybe I mean like a god, but I feel wrong saying that because it sounds like religious. Like, oh, you need Jesus, oh, you know, not like that, but like nothing to love, you know, nothing to do for. It's just like kind of accept trash. Yeah. That part's just like daunting to me, like, wow. So what am I supposed to do about it? I guess I have to be the one to initiate the shedding of light on it, you feel me? I'm not gonna be the one to expose them, but maybe I'll be the last one they fuck with that initiates the process of them being brought to light, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because what I understand, they fooled a lot of people, got a lot of people into trouble, done a lot of shit as cowards, hiding their faces that affected people's lives directly. But it only affects the people who allow it, and that's fucking scary, bro. Not what they could do, but just how easy it is to get used. And not even so much for myself, just like the group. It's literally a group of people that are getting used by something to do something like this to someone like me, thinking that it's okay. Like, what? I just can't. I can't wrap my head around a human doing that. You get it? Yeah. I mean, like, you know, like they're fucking pedophiles. They're spies, bro. Not like military grade, but like they're just trash. Like they just eavesdrop, they just invade people's privacy and they get off on that. Their prerogative seems to be like, oh, he thinks this, but he doesn't want nobody knowing. You know? Dubious, like nefarious, just disgusting. Yeah. Ew. Yeah, we're gonna let's drop in over here, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. It's like the longer they stay with you, they think that you're comfortable with them, like you accept them. So it's like they think that we're together forever type shit, like we're never gonna let you go. I only care about this, all I care about, I don't care about that. Like, just invading your thoughts. You're thinking something you want to do personally to yourself that has nothing to do with them. A bitch randomly says, I don't care about, you know, whatever the fuck you're thinking.
Yeah.
All I care about is, and then she waits to see what you're gonna think that she thinks you think that she cares about. It's fucking deep, bro, but whatever. I just botched the helicopter. Let's see what these guys. Yeah. It's just crazy, dude. Like, normally, if you talk to another human being for a full year's course, right? You start to gain a feeling for them, right?
It's a train. Yeah.
That's it. Not feelings for them, but a feeling. If you're a normal human being, right, with regular emotions, you don't have to like the person necessarily or dislike them, but you feel something for them as another human, correct?
Yeah.
So like that's like co-workers, you know, family, roommates, or just people that you happen to be acquainted with around like for a long time. So in this case, 11 months going on 12. You start to feel a little bit for them because you hear what they say, you hear how they talk, you learn about them, shit like that. I'm basically being forced into that. I don't want to talk to them at all. I have to fight hard to put my attention on shit. Because there's fucking people piling up. If it's not that person, it's the next person talking. They just bounce off each other like just trash. And it's like annoying when they be laughing like they have nothing to worry about. But they accuse you. They're like, I don't like how he has nothing to worry about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how are you gonna tell me I'm not worried about anything? I'm worried about what I'm supposed to be worried about. But all they are worried about is me being worried. Like, they just want me to be worried about something.
Yeah.
And so they try to like do shit to make me breathe, like or like it's just weird, bro. Like the shit that comes out of their mouth.
I don't think they really deserve to be like giving this attention anymore.
They don't. I agree. They don't. That's why I did what I had to do with the fucking report for now. And see what becomes of it. They try to deter me, like, you're not ready. But I heard that already. The first month they said, you're not ready for what's coming. Shit like that. You are so not, like shit like that, you know? Every fucking day. No matter what you're doing all day, to what's in your subconscious mind. And then when they say it, they can tell, like, if you believe it. Type shit. But they really can't tell. They just get a feeling that I got a feeling, right? This is what I come to understand. No one can really tell what another man thinketh. They can just... Okay, so if another man is in another man's head, they're only thinking what the other man thinks. Even though they're seeing it, they can only perceive it through their head because they both have heads, you feel me?
Yeah.
We all have brains. We're humans. They're not God. They are not higher. Just because you can do telepathy and manipulate with a group of people. So they get a feeling out of me, which tells them that, okay, yeah, he's starting to agree with it. Even though I know to myself, I don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but here's how they get past that. Here's how they bypass that, I learned. Be like, oh, he agrees with it. And then the other bitch will be like, yeah, he do agree with it. And then it's like they try to enforce, like, okay, they say like, oh yeah, he agrees with it. So like they try to enforce the false fact that I agree with it. You understand? Like, they just keep going with that. And it's just like, that shit, daily, bro, gets really fucking antagonistic, bro. Like, it's very pragmatic, and it's like fucking piss. It's like they're pissing on me. So I'm glad I'm not the piece of shit I used to be, because I would have just went over there and killed them for the disrespect. I don't care. I feel like the fact that I got my head on now is part of the reason why it's me. I don't think that's like arrogant, right? They're arrogant, man. They do such terrible things. And on top of that, they fuck with me. And talk as if they have nothing to worry about. And then want me to worry about something. Just to sustain them for the remainder of their life. Apparently they have a terminal illness, too. So that's like, just like seeing potential in someone and wanting to drag them down because you're going down, and they're just like the easiest, closest target. It's just like pathetic. And then it's like, when I make them feel guilty, I point it out to them, the shit that they're doing. They'll like be like, I don't care what's wrong or right, or like, yeah, we're sorry, we have sympathy for you, but it's already too late, our life's already over. The stubbornness, you know, the pridefulness, you know what I mean? Just wanting to be a fork in the road. Now that the fork's in the road, we're not taking it out, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's just retarded. They're just like, what is that?
What?
I hear a scream. on your end.
Oh, I didn't hear anything. I have headphones on, so I don't know.
Sounds like a girl screaming.
Right now?
Yeah.
You still here? I could take one headphone.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I think it's just your air or something. It sounds like like. Yeah, it's like it's just the AC. And you see, this is the other thing, bro. This is the really bad part about it. The way that they talk, it's like imagine hearing shit that you don't know where the source is. So you always have that. Okay, imagine like you hear a sound, and you know when you hear a sound, you make that face where it's like, huh? Where's that coming from? Imagine getting stuck in that feeling of like, huh? Where's that at? Where's that at? Where's that at? Huh? Where's that? Like trying to locate the sound. Being stuck in that for like a couple minutes. And so then like everything else is like amplified. So like a small sound like someone talking out somewhere else sounds like the shit that they've been saying to you in your head for like the last couple months. It's just like that part too pisses me off, and like they just laugh at that like we're not doing anything, all we're doing is blah, 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 blah. Yeah, or they'll say they don't care, we don't care, but they want me to still talk to them and respect them and shit. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I don't know if they're just ignorant, like literally ignoring that, or they're so fucking retarded they don't realize like what they're doing goes deeper than what they fucking know. Just because you're autistic and have Asperger's or whatever, and you're a shallow person with no personality, and you raped your daughter, and people are after you, and you're hiding in your house, and you're paranoid, and you're bipolar, and you're a hater, piece of shit, and etc, etc. I forget where I was going with that. But yeah, just because you're a little bit mentally disabled doesn't mean you can just do shit like this to people. Like there's days where I didn't know how I was gonna function, bro. Like I could see some people giving up, bro, just sitting around in the house all day listening to this, or trying to cope like negatively, and that makes me sad, bro. Like I wonder who else they did it to. And I wonder what happened to them. And I wonder how it ended, because these people are still around. So what happened to the person? They do something stupid and get in trouble? Did they kill themselves? You know, that's not happening to me. This is it for them. And I'm gonna learn everything I can about this shit, and maybe in the future I can help someone else with something similar. You know, that's how I have to look at it, dude. You know, I'm not gonna give in to cowards that hate all day, like literally, because they low-key fuck with you. They low-key love you so much now. It's crazy. Like, before it was just all hate that I heard from them, bro. And then, now it's like, they like me, but they only bring up the hate as a control mechanism, you know? Like for narcissistic supply, but I cut off the supply every time I realize what I'm doing. They just get a supply off. They can only get supply off attention now, you know? And I fucking be goofy and creative and make jokes, because that's for me, you know? That's how I brighten myself up, so I don't fucking, you know? But they happen to like that too, and they think that I'm doing it just for them, so like, it's like they're just latched onto that, and it gets annoying, you know? And I troll them really hard, like hardcore. I troll them, because I know they can't do anything. They talk about slitting my throat, I sleep like a baby, they don't do shit.
Yeah.
You know? Everything they do, bro, is just, they just make it worse for themselves. You know? I do something nice and considerate or whatever for a person in real life, you know, Not bragging about it. You know me, bro. You know me, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
You know how I do sometimes. I'm not thinking about them when I do that. I still do that even though I have people in my head now. Just like before. And they try to discredit me on that, bro. They go like this: you're such an actor. They'd be like, you're such a good actor. You should go to Hollywood. Like, as if I'm being insincere or fake, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Because what? They might know something about what I did before. You know? But it's nothing compared to, like, what they did. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
I learned from my mistakes, and they're 30 years old. 38 years old or some shit. Preying on me. About to be 25. In the group. Like, that's just pathetic, acting like fucking children. It's pitiful and pathetic, bro. I just honestly can't believe it exists. I can't believe it exists this close to me in this town, like right here this whole time. Like from right under my nose, like wow, bro. Wow. I'm not even worried about like, oh, I can't believe this happened to me. I'm over that shit. It's not helpful. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, dude.
I see you get shot a few times, you don't die. It's like 2 shots down.
Sheesh. Dude. Yeah.
I remember feeling similar things when I lived out there. Not this crazy, but it was the same area.
I think they've been around longer in our heads before they really spoke up. Because at first it was just 2 females, then they added this guy in. He was just saying like, oh, I've been here the whole time. Now they added a 3rd female, one of the female sisters. And it's just getting redundant. So, I remember you used to think fucking I was talking about you and shit.
Yeah.
So they probably fucked with you too. And if I ever find out that's fucking true, it's gonna be way worse. Way worse for them, bro. It's gonna be, they're not gonna have to just worry about court. And I'm not gonna fucking worry about, you know. I have people that I love, that I have shit that I need to do, so that's why I don't act on that shit anymore. But if they cross that line, they already crossed the line, bro. And if I find out that was the shit that caused you stress, it's over with. Like, how do you feel out there?
It's better. It's definitely.
You haven't felt like any of that, like people conspiring against you, talking about you, your own family, your own friends? Yeah, because the paranoia is already there. They already got it into your head, but now you can eliminate it from your mind, right?
Well, I can't really put it all on them, to be honest, because a lot of it.
What I'm saying is, they see the insecurities in the mind, they capitalize on that. So over time, it creates a mental habit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, like, if they were to go away tonight, there would be probably a couple of days where I would still be feeling the effects of all this shit. Because like I said, it's been every day for 11 months. You know, it would take some time to work it out, and I'm fine with that, but because I know how to work on myself. It's just they're in the way.
Yeah.
They're literally in the way. And I'm not gonna learn shit. This is the ego talking right now, right? Like right now, I'm not gonna learn shit in their midst so they can just hijack, like piggyback off of my head, and like I'll be the one reading it and comprehending it and putting it together in my head, and they'll just be sitting around just eating it, like not doing any of the work. You know, I'll be the one toiling, understanding myself, and they'll just be like piggybacking off the understanding, if they even care enough, because they don't really care. They just talk about ignorant shit, bro. So they probably wouldn't listen unless I kept blocking them out. When I really blocked them out, that's when they have to focus on what I'm talking about in order to connect to me. I noticed that. That's their thing, connecting or whatever. You know what I mean? So the influence is there. Like once they get the shit in your head, it's like a parasite. Basically like someone like coming into your house unannounced. You locked all the doors as far as you know, all the windows. The house is your mind, by the way. Right?
Yeah.
It's impossible that anyone would come into your house because everything's locked. It's so impossible and that anyone could come into your head unless you're stupid and leave it unlocked, aka unless you're a schizophrenic, right?
Yeah.
So somehow I fucked up and let them in my head, or maybe they just pressed and pressed and pressed, and they're just pieces of shit. And they said, "Fuck it, we're gonna pay for this later. Let's just do it now because it feels good." And broke the rules of shit you're not supposed to do, and made their way into my head and just said, "We're staying here." So basically, they come in your house, sit at your dining room table, pull out your chairs, sit there, start eating candies and throwing the wrappers on the floor, all fucking nasty, shitting and farting, like belching and shit. Just like, yep, feet up and everything. Yep, we're here to stay. Oh, what's this thing? Just picking up all your shit. What's this? Throw it across the room. Oh, what's this? You wouldn't have this if you weren't this. Making assumptions negatively on something that they know nothing about. Just making a conclusion out of nowhere. You feel me? Like that. And then just staying there. And it's like you insult them. They're just like, you keep disrespecting me. You're just making it worse for yourself. When really it's the other way around. But you can tell they're fearful and they're scared and shit, but it's just like, why are you doing this? You know?
So, have you thought of like not smoking weed anymore?
Yeah, I tried that when I got out the hospital. I stopped. Didn't change. Yeah, because it helped me calm down, it helped me go to sleep. It's hard to go to sleep when you close your eyes and this bitch is saying, why does he keep looking at me like that? And you're not even looking at her. You're looking at the back of your eyelids, but she's seeing like something else. Like, I guess your emotional look. Yeah. I don't know. It's just like it's like a whole conversation when I lay down that I don't want to be in. So I just have to like burn myself out throughout the day and just pass out, or just like sit there and try to ignore them until I fade out and the angels put me to sleep. You know? CBD, I should. Melanin, I should. The other thing is they be fucking saying weird shit, trying to give me wet dreams, bro. I don't like that shit. I don't like it. It feels like I'm being molested. Like, it's disgusting. It's like backdoor shit, like people come right back behind your mind and like use your subconscious mind against you. So obviously if you're fucking working hard, you're out, you know, pumping testosterone, you know, you haven't fucking ejaculated in a while, you know, you've seen some hot mommies throughout the day, right? And then these fucking weird ass lurker bitches are in your head. Fucking, they're perverts, bro. So that's why they have gonorrhea, and that's why they gave it to their kids, and that's why they molested their kids. But anyways, that just shows you how they think. So that's all they care about. So as soon as you go to bed and you fucking, you know, whatever, they're gonna be doing weird shit. As I fall asleep, they used to fuck with me, like as I'm drifting asleep. Like imagine you're about to fall asleep and the guy's like, get your ass back over, like just fucking with you like that. And you're just kind of like, huh? What the fuck? That gets annoying. Like, he's just fucking with me. You know what I mean? Because I guess that's something he heard when he was younger or some shit, when he got molested or whatever. And then the girls would be like making like weird moaning sounds. I don't know what they'd be doing, bro. I don't remember because I'd be like half conscious. But they'd be fucking with me, and there's a couple times I wake up with fucking shit, and I don't like that. It feels like. Yeah, it feels molested, but I'm not gonna victimize myself. Cause that's counterproductive, right? Yeah. This is really creepy, bro. All signs point to hell for them, like, not literally talking about a place, but like, they're gonna reap what they sow, they'll pay. They'll pay. You know?
Yeah.
They're lucky I'm not a demon piece of shit anymore. I'm not gonna go over there and slice them. And I'm blessed that I have my head on straight. A little bit of wisdom to know that they're not even worth it to lose everything like that. Even if it takes 11 months. I'm not even exaggerating, bro. Using the bathroom, hear him. At work, you hear him. Talking to your dad, you hear him. Laying down, having sex, bro. You're fucking, you still hear him. Weird. It's weird. Pieces of shit who have no place making comments where they don't belong. Like a parasite roach. Like an interloper. You know what I mean? Like, just a parasite trying to burrow their way in. Once they burrow in, once they burrow in, you want to fucking rip them out. When you try to rip them out, they try to pull on your character and your personality and use, like, they want you to have sympathy, basically. They manipulate you through the feelings, like, ah, you're going too far, you're going too fucking far, like, shit like that. Like, oh, you're my favorite this. Try to flatter you. It's just done up, bro. Done up. And I've broken everything they stand on before, bro. Like, with my words and my thoughts. Like, I've had conversations with them where I shattered their whole basis on everything because they have no basis on what they speak of. You know, it's all ignorant, trash, petty, trivial, irrelevant bullshit, right? And once I wake up the next day, they just start all over like like it didn't even do anything. They just say, I hear what you're saying, but don't change nothing. Like stupid shit like that. Like so it's like, yeah, you're not even worth anything. So as I go on to try to focus on something else, they'll pop back up. I try to be like, oh, nope, not disconnecting. All I'm worried about, all I cares about, just fucking, just shit, you know. Yeah. Anyways, it's kind of fractured my concentration, my level of concentration. Yeah, you can tell, right? Because I'm not even playing the game. I'm just talking, like I can multitask still, but it's like two things now instead of like 3 or 4. So sometimes I have to ramp up the external stimuli or stimulus, like music or like multiple videos playing at once.
Yeah.
Video games help a lot. I usually do this and something else same time. Yeah, but like just now I was mostly trying to speak to you, so I wasn't really looking at the screen and shit. I got echelon. Wow. Forgot. Shit. Oh fuck. What time is it?
It's 1:50.
When you gotta go?
When do I gotta go to work?
When you gotta go to bed?
Whatever. I think I'm good right now.
Let me know, man.
Whenever you want to go to bed, because I think you have work earlier than I do.
Yeah, I do.
It just takes 15 minutes to get to work, so.
No, I go in at 11.
You can still hear me?
Yeah. Alright, I'm done talking about that crap, dude.
Okay.
Thanks for listening, though.
You're welcome.
They gave you fucking Zyprexa. Fucking in the hospital. You tell them all that, they cut you off and tell you it's something because they learned it in school. I hate when they nurse you. Huh?
They gotta put you in a box.
Yeah. See what I mean? Knowledge and understanding that has to be funneled down. It doesn't work like that. Nature grows like a circle. It's infinite. Nature doesn't build in squares. Feel me? Like the grid. That's artificial intelligence. Feel me? They gave us their minds. There's levels of they too, like it all comes from that main guy, and then it goes into, you know, the gods, the fallen, then it goes into people who run the world, and then it goes into billionaires and the three world powers, you know.
Yeah.
Vatican, United Kingdom, United States. Fucking arms, faculties of the fucking machine. It's just fucking crazy. Fucking blows my shit. Right now the bitch just said, I don't want to live on this earth no more. Then she goes like, yeah, then she goes like this, you hear me? I don't want to live on this earth no more. You hear me? I don't want to live on this earth anymore. You heard? I said I don't want to live like that. Like what the fuck do you keep repeating yourself for? I hear what you're saying. You want me to feel something about what you're saying? Like, I hate that shit, bro. And it's like they know you don't feel the way, and they know you don't want to, but they keep saying it until they get what they want. It's like a spoiled, greedy brat in your head, dude. And it's like, your emotional trauma is not my problem, like, but you're becoming my problem, so I have to handle you. You know what I mean? And I say shit like that, I have to handle you, and then this other bitch says, you won't handle nothing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's funny, because like, months ago, they used to say, you won't be playing PlayStation no more, you won't be working at Hammerbacher no more, you won't be smoking weed no more, you won't be doing this no more, you won't have no money, Then they used to say, next week, it's over for you. Next week comes, oh, we gave you this week because we have sympathy for you. Next week, it's over for you. You're just making it worse for yourself. You're just making it worse, like shit like that, bro. And there's more to that, but I gotta stop. But I'm like, can you just imagine? You don't want to imagine. No one wants to imagine. And I get that, bro. Like, when I talk about it, no one wants to imagine, but it's like, it's in the front of my life. How could I not express it every now and then? I keep it bottled up so much, bro.
Yeah.
I can only talk about it within the confines built in society. I have to tell people I'm schizophrenic, bro, when I'm not. Just so they can understand and grasp the idea that I hear voices.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They can never believe that it's fucking just some people who know how to do it, or are pieces of shit, and they just decided to do it. You know? But I have enough dirt on them to take them to court, so I really can't prove the means of how they're doing it, but I know who some of them are. I could tell. I know what they did to their kid. I could tell they're pieces of shit. And I'm just gonna trust in a higher power to even this shit out.
Yeah.
She's gone too far. Like, literally, bro, my ex lost her life because I left her, because I was so stressed out. I couldn't handle the other stress of the relationship. But things happened how they were supposed to happen, and while I was looking at her body, they were still talking shit, like as if they didn't care, just because they're in the house. Like, if they're in the house. She overdosed on fucking heroin because we had an argument, and I basically left her, took all my stuff out, and then 2 days later, I left her on Thanksgiving, because I thought she was basically hanging out. She was going to see another guy to get the drugs. And yeah, shit like that happens to me all the time. So I didn't expect it this time, because he was a lot older and things were a lot different. So, but I forgot that, you know, she lived her life pretty much already, and I can't control her as a woman or whatever. you know? I just take it for what it is. Sadly, that's the world we're in. Every woman is almost fallen. Every woman's pretty much fallen woman. No good women around except if they're like foreign, maybe. But it's the same for men too. It's not double standard though. It's because all the meaning, the true meaning behind it is being obscured and fucking scattered, you know? Like what it means to be a man and a woman and all that shit, you know? And what certain actions do as a man or a woman and how they affect your identity as a man and a woman, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the whole fucking like sex before marriage thing isn't just like about like constriction. It's like about a certain type of, I think it's like, look, dude, it's impossible to do that now. So, you know, I'm just saying, like, it was a certain mind that it gave you if you do that. Like, if you wait, and then when you're sure, you create a whole eternity, and you create basically a house with 2 pillars and a family and all that bullshit. And it would give you energy and shit if you did it right. No? I mean, all these dudes are fucking up and shit because there's no woman.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just goes deep. I don't even want to go into that, you know. It's just stupid. I don't want to talk like I know it.
You get good?
Kinda. Under the table, so. Yeah. I'm working on it though. I got some stuff planned. I'll tell you
How
about
much
it.
do you spend on weed a month?
I cut back a lot though. Probably just, you know, a couple hundreds. Used to be way worse. Yeah. Used to be like 200 a week. Almost 200 a week. Almost. I slowed down a lot though. Yeah, man. But yeah. Just the whole thing about hearing them caused me so much stress that when I got into an argument with her, I felt like I couldn't take it anymore because I was gonna do something I regret based off of my feelings. Like, my feelings were right because she lied, you know. She said she was leaving the house because she forgot her phone at her friend's house, but her phone was really upstairs in her purse. And when I found out, I let her lie to my face, and then when she came back, I asked her why she lied, and she acted like she didn't. She said, like, you don't trust me, trying to make me like feel guilty. And I was like, how can I trust you if you lie to my face? And so it's like, you say you're going to do this for that, but that is still here. So what did you go do this for? And it turned out to be for drugs, which was like a big thing that I was trying to help her with. And she would say that I would help her with that. So I felt like I was, you know, not doing enough, and basically lied to. Like, she just said that to make me feel good, and really Dope was doing it for her. So I was like, why the fuck am I here? On top of the bullshit I was hearing, because these people, they're so jealous, bro. They used to hate when I used to like sleep with her, so they'd be like, she's not compatible with you. You know, they talk like that. All they do is doubt. They naysay you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They'd be like, you're not really this, you just act like that. You're such an actor. You know what I mean? She doesn't really like you. She just, you know, you're not really, like, just that tone, bro. I'm sick of it every day. But yeah, that really kind of got to my head because I still wasn't fully sure on what I was dealing with. And she was always telling me, ignore it, just focus on me, don't worry about them. And I was seeing it as like, I was still in my feelings about it, like, no, how could this happen to me? Why are these people doing this? They're not paying. I want to go kill them. And I'm like telling my girl, like, she says I'm all great and perfect, but it's like, I know I could do more if these people were in the way. Sometimes I would be down, and she would ask me why, and I'll tell her. I'll start explaining all this shit, like how I am. And she basically told me she doesn't want to hear it. She took it as, oh, you're thinking about another bitch, you got another bitch in your head. And I was just like, I didn't want to admit that, because technically it's true. This girl got into my head, but it's not like me obsessively thinking about her, it's the other way around. You feel me?
Yeah.
And she failed to understand, so when it got stressful, I left. 2 days later, bro, I'm up for 2 days. I go to work. When I get home from work, I go to sleep. I'm asleep for like a couple of hours, then I get a call. I get another call, I ignore it, I get another call, pick it up. Neighbor says, yo, your girl is on the floor, dead. I think she overdosed or whatever, so then I go run over there. And, yeah. And I still have these people talking shit. Like, literally, as soon as I wake up, I get the phone call. Like, real life situations happen, and the people are so safe in their fucking house, talking shit. Like, no one can just go kick their shit in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that pissed me off. That pissed me off, because, like, ultimately, she did it to herself. I played a part in that, and the people in my head played a part in the way I reacted. So, it's like domino effect. Everyone pays for what they did, according to their deed, right? By the only true judge, the one who fucking created us and everything we know, and keeps us alive every day. The one that makes your cells move. You don't even realize they're moving. He's doing shit for you, you don't even know. But you want to fucking pray for physical shit or shit like that to a fucking guy who's not even real. Who's a dead person. You know what I mean? Like, fucking... It's just crazy, man. Yeah, it's just gone too far, bro. Yeah. So it wasn't perfect though, and I knew it. But it was used to show me something. You know? Same as anyone else, everything. It's just like being able to discern it, the eyes to see the things, you know, the signals and the signs and shit without being like bad shit crazy or like wishful thinking, you know. Like you said, how you have to suspend your disbelief, right, and your disagreement.
Yeah.
With like young, you kind of gotta do that too. When you get like cognitive dissonance, like something happens that you don't want to believe that it's true, but it could be true. You know, you make mistakes too, bro. Like I told the police some of this shit before, and they fucking said, we recommend you go to the hospital and admit yourself, and if you're not crazy, they'll let you leave, whatever. But they didn't tell me it was gonna be for 2 weeks. I thought it was just for like a night. So I get there, next thing I know, involuntary, oh, you have to fucking take off your clothes, you can't wear any of your shit. I said, what? I changed my mind. No, sorry, you can't change your mind. We'll have to have security strap you down if you change your mind. Okay, a guy will be right with you. Take off all your clothes now. Next thing I know, I have my phone. I'm naked in a gown, sitting in there for 2 hours, hearing some fucking wild people out in the fucking hospital screaming and shit. Various shit going on. Then the guy comes, looks like he's on fucking adrenochrome or some shit, like limping, like weird. devilish as fuck. Some white guy. Like dead eyes and shit. Next thing you know, I gotta get a COVID test. Then they're sticking something up your nose. Oh yeah, this isn't voluntary. It's just like whatever. Can I leave it? No, you're actually getting transferred to here for 2 weeks, and then when the doctors think you're fit to leave, they'll let you leave. Oh fuck. So I'm here. Yep.
Is this Terminator?
Yeah. What they call them? Terminator units. Yeah. Then next thing you know, you have to get prescribed the medication and take the medication in order to leave. And then they test your reaction like a guinea pig. Even though you might not need it. With this fucking weird ass fucking people like just straight out of college, like some young doctors who are just like I don't want to talk about it, but like, so I did that. Basically, yeah, I know you went there. I know it's worse there. But I'm saying, like, I did that because I knew I wasn't crazy, but I didn't want... What's wrong?
I think there was a bug.
Okay. Yeah, I want to... Oh shit, really? Yeah. Let me just wrap this up, bro. The only reason I agreed to it was because I took a third-person opinion into consideration.
Who's?
The police. I took the potential fact that I could be hearing shit and that I could be schizophrenic into consideration, even though everything I learned to this day and learned to believe and know tells me otherwise, that no, I'm not. It's actually a real deal, real people doing this to me. Even though I still took that chance just to reinsure myself and learn more about myself and not be cocky like, no, I'm not crazy, because crazy people say that, right?
Yeah, they're not self-aware.
Yeah, I was self-fucking aware, bro. And when I got out, I was pretty fucking upset, bro. Pretty fucking upset. But then I easily got blinded by just drinking and smoking, get the day by, instead of handling it differently. The only way I knew how to handle it was to just go over to Rampage. Yeah, that was not a good option, right? So, and the reason I wanted to do that is because I knew that if I kept letting it go, they're just gonna get more comfortable and try more bullshit and influence me more. So I was getting upset knowing that I don't know what's really happening to me, the ins and outs. I don't know how it works. I don't know what they're trying to do. I only know some of it, you know? And the fact that I can't really do anything, even though I can. The fact that I won't, because I have more to lose, basically. But, you know, when you get angry, you don't care about that shit. So there's times where I was close, but God helped me fucking destroy that. Yeah. Like, destroyed it out of myself. A little bit. It's crazy. Yeah, man, like... man, it just goes to show, like, I listened to a fucking officer recommend me to admit myself into a fucking hospital during this bullshit scamdemic, so I could become a guinea pig in a different way to Big Pharma. So yeah, try to use it to my benefit and apply it for Social Security. Got denied because the guy who screened me was like kind of like pretentious. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much over for them. Zombies?
Sure. Yeah, I think it's done now.
Check it. What's it say?
Yeah, it's done.
Cool. I really didn't do shit this whole time. Blabber.
I mean, if you gotta get it out for chest.
Yeah.